narrowly surviving a helicopter crash, Tamiko finds herself in an underground bunker. The engine of her trusty flying machine can still be heard above, sputtering, currently in its death throes. And while she has had one failure, one big setback, she does know of another helicopter, one that she can return for. But for that, she'll need to make sure that she is ready and prepared. So she'll take her time in this bunker, getting ready to head back out there into the world in the hopes that she can find salvation. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rykon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead and to our short survival series, where we are here with our helicopter pilot, Tamiko, who is currently wearing that messenger bag that was down here before, and we've gone and gathered up everything that we actually want to use, and we've got that in one space at the moment. So we have to try and return to the airport, and that means making it across this river, and there are two different places that we can do that. We can do that up by Linnaeus up here, which actually doesn't look like a terrible option, because then we can use the forest trail to make our way back here, or alternatively we go up and in the direction of where we started and try and make our way across here. The only trouble with being close to here is well, the zombie miners, and it kind of looks like it's going to be around about the same distance whichever way we go. So maybe we give this way a go. There is an anthill in those woods, which is a little concerning, but we might be able to make our way through just a little bit closer to the river and then straight across to here. At least that's going to be the plan. That's what we're going to be shooting for today, hoping that we can achieve that. But first of all, down here, we have a few things that we can try and work on. We've got some exercise machines, among other things, so I wouldn't mind working on our athletics here. It's going to improve our cardio and fitness, and we know with Interfatigable that Tamiko here has a better threshold for when it comes to stamina and whatnot. So let's maybe just leave the combat shotgun on the table for the time being, and we'll try and do some exercise here. So let's have a look at practice. We can practice a few things here. We can get our marksmanship up as well, just basic skill. I honestly think it's probably worth us trying to practice all of these things until we get at least 1 point in them, and yeah, we can see that pretty quickly we can get them, and that's literally us just looking down the rifle and just kind of trying to figure stuff out. Well, in that case, it probably would have been the shotgun. Let's go for our unarmed beginner kind of training, and yep, sure enough, very quick there as well. If we do continue practicing, there's a chance that we could learn certain proficiencies and whatnot. But dodge is next, and there we go, all done with the dodging. And now we are going to move on to athletics, which it looks like we're going to be able to get to 2 athletics before we start using the machines. So stop practicing? No, we will keep on going. And there we are, at 2 in athletics. We'll stop practicing now. And we're going to have to shift over to athletics immediate. So this will get our skill up towards 5. So let's get to it then. And we can see time passing by very quickly here. We've got our proficiency up once. We're starting to feel hungry. We're just going to let that hunger build for now. Stop practicing? No, keep at it. And I think we're probably going to call it there. It's just before 1 a.m. at the moment. We're very weary and we are actually feeling tired. We're a little chilly too. Hopefully we can sleep with that engine sound going on here. But if we just tuck ourselves in here, we should be able to sleep without too much trouble, I hope. Let's not set an alarm in there. There we go. Easy peasy. And we wake up at 9:20 a.m. Not a bad time. And we can still hear the engine going outside. So we're going to have a look at maybe making some food here. I think that our flashlight might have been on the whole time. Now, I did see a propane lantern in here, so we're probably just going to try and use that. Now, where were you? I think you were up here. Yeah, let's wield the propane lantern. We'll go ahead and activate that. Bring that back on over with us, and we'll see if we can make something. We've got some tortillas, we've got some cheese spread, so I'm thinking we're probably going to be able to make some kind of basic food. No. No, we are not. Okay, well, in that case, what do we want to go with? What's going to spoil first? I mean, these are sealed. It's the tortillas that'll go off before anything else. So yeah, we'll just start snacking on tortillas, and then we are going to need something to drink. There is pretty much eternal water down here, but I don't think we have a way to purify it just yet. We haven't found any purification tablets. And you know what? There isn't actually much in the way of pots or anything else down here, which is a little sucky. So even if we did want to boil our water, it's going to be a little difficult. Certainly not impossible, but we'll have to look and see if we can find something else here for us to boil that water in. And then of course we'll need to start a fire in here. It's a bit of an ordeal. We might be able to get away with just getting very thirsty and then picking up something to drink along the way. Do we really want to try and push for level 5 athletics? I think it could be worth it. And if we do get way too thirsty, I'll look at dealing with it. Hey, we've nearly unlocked the athlete's form. Let's stick at this for a little while longer. Oh, you know what? We've gotten to level 4, just like that. Now we could continue going to get to level 5, but I think that's probably good. Yeah, let's turn that lantern back off again. And I wouldn't mind trying to get a fresh battery for our flashlight, and I'm pretty sure we've got some around here. If not in this pile of stuff, then somewhere else in this place. Here we go. It ain't much, but it's something. So we'll keep that with us for now. And then I guess we have to decide what we want to try and bring with us. I think the shotgun's going to be a good call, because in general that should be able to protect us pretty well. I am hoping that we're probably just going to drop the propane lantern, because I imagine it's going to take up a fair bit of space. We'll see if we can fit it in afterwards. Dragon breath shells, we'll be taking those. Thank you very much, they sound very good. And then having a look at the rest of the ammunition here, we've got a lot of the smaller rounds. We've got a fair amount of food as well. So this Colt Delta Elite pistol that's firing 10mm rounds, I would very much like to have that, and it looks like we're going to be able to take that, put that in our little messenger bag without too much issue. And we're also going to get that reloaded at the same time. Nice. Okay, so I think we'll probably end up using the pistol more than the combat shotgun, but the shotgun will be there in case we really need it. And it would be nice to be able to make a strap through it as well if we can. Yeah, a basic shoulder strap. So we just need a seatbelt or a cordage rope, some long strings. So we'll be able to make that. We won't be able to make it right now. Now we just need to decide what else we want to bring along with us. Obviously bringing some food I think is going to be a good idea. The miscellaneous repair kit is just in general quite good. We could try and bring along the Smith & Wesson down here, but one pistol is enough for now. And then of course we have the spike on a stick, our trusty weapon. And this heavy crowbar too. The problem is we just don't have a backpack. We could make a basic sling, but it's still not going to be able to take the larger items. Now you know what? It might be dumb, but I think we are actually just going to leave the shotgun here. We're going to keep the pistol as our ranged weapon, and we are going to keep our spike on a stick as our main weapon, because it is going to be necessary for us to have a melee tool. And we should be able to put this back together again and also just repair it with our miscellaneous repair kit. Well, we are a little thirsty at this stage. I hope that we'll be able to deal with that before too long. Hang on, Lantern, we can still take you, eh? Yeah, we can. And I'm just having a look at all of this. Is there anything else that we want to take? No, we'll be leaving that there for now. We're going to be making our way back towards the surface, and we should be a little cautious here because there is a chance that the engine could have drawn activity over the night. No, it doesn't look like it. That's so frustrating. It's just so disheartening to see. Okay, alright, so we're going to be following this road north a ways, over the west, and then across this bridge here, hoping that we're not going to run into too much trouble. We're pretty much going to try and get into that forest as soon as we possibly can. Yeah, we're just going to have to navigate our way through this one. We're also going to be turning on safe mode as well, just to make it a little bit safer for us to walk around. Giant diving beetle, so let's go a little bit further away from the river, just so that we don't encounter anything like that. Now, hello, a seatbelt. Okay, maybe we will go back and have a look at the shotgun. What else did we need to be able to put that mod together? Let's see. No, that's all that we needed. Okay, drop our item, work on that, and put the strap back into our inventory. Okay, well, that's a little bit of good news. We're going to be able to take the shotgun too. So we'll quickly activate that propane lantern, and I think we're going to have to wield the shotgun for just a moment here. Let's activate. Oh, we might actually be able to put the rail sight on it as well. It doesn't have a slot for it. That's okay. Let us just apply the shoulder strap then. Attach as a gun mod. and we want to attach it to the combat shotgun. And I think if we go ahead and modify that, we adjust it, so we're going to be wearing the shotgun on the front of our body, so it's not going to conflict with like the messenger badge, which will be on our back. And it's probably more on our side than anything, but hey, look at that. We got ourselves a shotgun now. Let's wield our spike on a stick again, and we'll also grab those dragon breath shells as well. Okay, heading back outside, Tamika. Let's get to that road. Okay, and so at this point, we're pretty much just going to be traveling straight along, following along the center. Oh, hello. Hello, vehicle. Unfortunately, you don't have any battery. We could try and get you kick-started. Look at that rubber hose. You know what? We're going to take the rubber hose because we are going to want to try and do some siphoning down the line, I think. Flint and steel is always a good idea. We'll take that duct tape because then we can just like refill our other stuff. Water purification tablets. We'll take that. The whistle multi-tool as well. And the glow stick for good measure. Nice. Let's check the glove compartment here. Mineral water and some granola. Okay, well we can snack on the go, can't we? The granola is going to make us a little bit more thirstier. We'll just have the mineral water for now. We are slaked. Now let's knock back the granola. There we go. All right, thank you, car. Much appreciated. We're going to continue along our way here. This is moderate activity for us. It's helping us stay nice and fit, and it shouldn't be tiring us out too much. Is it a stereo? It is indeed. We don't need that right now. What are we approaching here? Roadworks ahead. Sure hope it does. And it doesn't look like there have been any tools or anything else like that left behind. No workers here. We do have a very, very damaged vehicle. What have we got? Cucumber sandwich and some more mineral water. We'll just take the mineral water as is, and we'll take the battery from that flashlight there. Glow stick, you can stay behind. Onwards we go. Where does that trail go? Doesn't really seem to go anywhere at all. Okay, we continue walking past toads and squirrels and towards a Z9. Well, that's unfortunate. It has actually seen us as well. So we can't take chances with the Z9. It does have Kevlar on its body. It's not going to have a huge amount of health though, so I don't think we use the shotgun here. I think we just use the pistol, if possible, and just kind of hope that we're going to be able to kill it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we've started to lock on our aim here. We can always run back and take more shots, but yeah, for us to actually have a chance of hitting it, we do need to let it get a little bit closer. Wow, one good hit with the pistol. Brilliant, good stuff. Okay, well, we're just going to top off this magazine, slide a bullet into there, and put that pistol back away. Smashing the corpse here, had a harness on it, but nothing else. Okay, it was out here just by itself, seemingly. Nothing else out here, just a Z9 wandering. Oh, and that's light. Okay, we were seeing light. So this car is actually turned on at the moment. Interesting. Looks like we've got a little bit of a horde hanging out there in the river. Be wary of that. So, checking the vehicle here. It works. Oh, it's lacking wheels. Unfortunate. And we've got some more survival stuff in the back here. Which, you know, yeah, we'll take the duct tape. We'll actually take this folding knife as well. And we spotted a brainless zombie. Okay, well, it's not so much of a concern to me at the moment. To the northwest, oh, it's in the water. We don't really have to worry about that. Let's just check here. Another cucumber sandwich. Well, we're getting lucky with these sandwiches, huh? Okay, we'll go ahead and knock that back. It's still good as well. And let's start to make our way up towards the bridge. Now, I think we're going to try and stay on the eastern side of the bridge, just because we could see in the distance that there was a little bit of a horde over to the west. Yeah, okay. Well, that's the forest that we want to try and get to as quickly as possible. So let's start to make our way on over there. And luckily, this bridge wasn't mined or anything else like that. Linnaeus is going to be a pretty deadly place. So we're not going to be sticking around there. We're going to be heading straight onto this forest trail and trying to leave all of this behind. But oh boy, look at that. We've got a zombie. We are just going to take off running because we should be able to outpace it. And most importantly, just break its line of sight using the trees that we've got all around us here. It is still on our tail at the moment. I can see it. But we are staying far enough away from it that it shouldn't be a problem for us. And there's no real reason for us to try and fight it right now. So we're coming up to the crossroads here, of which we are going to want to start to head down to the south. Being wary that there is that ant hive that we spied while we were up in the air. We don't want to be tangoing with that, nor do we want that fat zombie to come our way. So let's just keep on moving out towards the east. We're still a ways away from the ant farm, so we don't have to worry about it just yet. Ant farm, the ant hill. Yeah. And there we go. Continuing on, nice and easy like. I will check the map here. Yeah, that should be fine. I think we're probably just going to stick to the riverside where possible. Let's turn on safe mode and just hope that nothing horrible comes jumping out the water at us. We can already see some ants. They are going to be neutral for the most part, unless we anger them, or unless they've been angered by something else, and we don't want that. We really don't, so we're going to hope that there aren't any zombies in the area that might have been attacking them, and we're just going to carry on our way, real peaceful like. Okay, and we've made it through those woods there, and we have the airfield in sight. So as we get closer, we'll be taking our time, making sure that we don't anger any of the locals, although we've taken care of most of them. And hello, gorgeous. Just sitting, waiting for us, huh? Yeah, so having a look at you. You've got that JP8 fuel in there at the moment, so we can fly it just as is with that JP8 fuel in. We gotta hope that that fuel is a little bit more efficient. Oh man, we really need to not crash. That would be the goal here, would be not crashing. So we can try and fuel this thing up on gasoline as well, but I think we'll stick with the JP8 fuel for now. But we need a direction. We need somewhere to go. And right now, having a look across everything here, we're not really seeing any locations that seem like safety. There are no helipads that we can make out. There are no other airfields. There are no military encampments that we can make out. So what we're going to have to do is get nice and high just so that we can see the area around us and try and find something like that. Yeah, okay. I think heading to the north might be the way to do it. Heading up towards this little area here. Yeah. We could go very far with the helicopter. Let's start making our way up, and we're at the very top of the world now. Okay, so we're going to be able to travel without us really running into anything, but of course we are going to be burning fuel at a pretty quick pace. 30%, it's working its way down, but there are no obstructions as we are flying. I'm going to take it up a little bit further in terms of the speed, just because obviously us just hovering is also going to take fuel. Safe top speed, 362. Okay, we can really push this thing in terms of speed. Oh boy, we can. And I think maybe that's the way that we are meant to be doing this, is going, close to the highest speed we possibly can go. And what are we seeing up here? We've got a really big motorhome park, it looks like. Cave out in the woods there. Yet another Triffid Grove. And we've got 2 mansions. Now looking up towards Bow, there is a gas station that's just on the outskirts of it. That might be a good spot for us to go for potentially. So we're going to start to head in that direction. And I am going to boost the speed up further. Wow. We're probably going to have to stay all the way zoomed out just because we're going so quick. Save top speed 362. Do I dare go that quick? I mean, yeah, 362. Oh no, we've gone too far. 360. Yeah, we'll go with that. And we are moving so quick. It is faster for me to kind of keep the camera in like this, but I can't see what's going on. Yeah, you know what? That does seem like the kind of direction that we want to be heading in. And we are seeing more along the way. We've got a Transcoast Logistics Center here and a motel. Ooh, what is this? It's a FEMA camp. I mean, that kinda is somewhere maybe that you might want to try and land a helicopter. You know what? Yeah, I think we're going to try and land it in this field over here. So we pretty much just want to start heading directly north, if possible. Now, you can change it so that you don't have as much of an offset when you are driving. And traveling at this speed, even waiting like a single turn, you can see just how far we are moving. And it's significant. But I do think like the easiest way for us to do this is just for me to pass time like this. And yeah, I can't see what's going on. We can see some bats beneath us. That's cool. Occasionally I will have to just go back to the map and make sure that we haven't overshot anything. Yeah, we're already making really good progress, and oh boy, just look at the area. We've got all these FEMA camps. We've got one here, we've got yet another out here in this field. And you know what? That one might be a little bit safer for us to go for. Mapleton, and another FEMA camp up there. That's a FEMA refugee camp. This one is a FEMA camp. So what's the difference? FEMA refugee camp. Maybe if we landed by the radio tower over here and then made our way up on foot, that would be a good way to do it. Maybe. Yeah, we also just don't want this helicopter to get torn apart by the dead. And they will do that. They will try and do that. Yeah, let's head up towards the radio tower, because then we can always try and land on the road. The fuel economy in this is so much better. I think the thing is, I was trying to fly the last helicopter like it was a car, which is not a good way to do things. It is much more efficient going incredibly fast. I mean, as far as Cataclysm vehicles go. Okay, well, we've already flown over that first FEMA camp here. We're gonna have to start turning a little bit over towards our right. We are seeing a wasp queen. As long as they don't come for us, that's fine. I know this is just weird just looking at this. I think this might be what we've got to turn off for the moment. Auto shift the view while driving. Let's see. Okay, that's a little bit better. We can just see ourselves. That's more helpful in this scenario, and it's a little bit better for us to look at, huh? Okay, we're seeing lots of things behind, or rather underneath us there. Gawky guardians, petrified people, futile fighters. We might actually be over the camp already. Oh, we are. And we can see a lot of dead down there. So, do we go for that then? What do we have up here? Netherchewed field. What is that? What is netherchewed? I don't know. Oh, here we go. We've got an evac shelter. That may be more what we're looking for. Actually, there's one up here to the north as well. That might be better for us to go for. It's just a straight shot towards that one. I just need to be careful that I don't overfly anything. But flying over this right now, we are just seeing, well, we are seeing some people down there, but we're just seeing so many dead. There's futile fighters down there that are trying to protect the petrified people and all the rest, but there are just so many zombies. And we are flying, continuing to make our way north. And this is a incredibly fast way to travel. Like seconds are passing here, and we are making so much time. Yeah, we're nearly already there, so I'm gonna have to start slowing down. We are seeing some other things. A private resort up here. Never seen that before. There's another evac shelter that we can make out. And over here, what is that? A gun show. Okay. Campground over here to the east. No military helipads from what we've seen so far, but there is a Migo scout tower on the outskirts of this town. And of course we have Moose River. Yeah, we're gonna have to start slowing down a lot now. So let's maybe just take it down to, let's say 64. I feel like that's better. You can see that it's taking a moment for us to actually slow our roll. And I think it's probably safe for us to start descending a fair amount now as well, until at least we can kind of see the ground. Okay, alright, so we can see a little bit more what's going on now. So let's start to turn over this way here. Yeah, this has been a much better way to use our fuel. Okay, so that beneath us, that is the evac shelter, and it does look like it's complete. We can land on its roof. Yeah, let's freaking do that. Okay, it's gonna be a little tricky for us to do that, but we should be able to. Okay, let's start to turn this thing around. Unfortunately, our turning circle is going to be a little tough to get right. We're going to have to slow right down to do it. I am nervous just about like anything touching this. So the trick is going to be, honestly, I think coming from this way here is going to be safer and easier for us to do. This ant seems to be following us right now. Okay, turn right around. Just get a little bit more that way. Okay, all right. Now there might be an invisible radius in which the rotor blades are affected by things, but I feel like we should be okay here. We've pulled the handbrake. Let's start to make our way down. We descend ever so slightly. Descending again. Okay, doesn't have wheels to move. So we're on the ground now, right? We've already landed. We have successfully landed. We bloody did it. Let's stop driving. Okay, helicopter. Well done. We're seeing an ant beneath us. Where are you now, ant? Where are you now? Because we should be able to actually stab the ant if it tries to cause us any trouble. There's just the one over towards the west at the moment. Doesn't seem to be paying much attention to us. Okay, let's clamber down into this evac shelter. Oh, the door's locked. Ah, well that's... that is unfortunate. You know what? The combat shotgun does have decent bash. So too does our pistol. Let's use the shotgun for now, dropping the spear. We're just gonna have to bash on this door until we crack through into it. Come on, there we go. All right, we can see if anyone is home. You know what? Let's just keep the combat shotgun out for now. Okay, we can see that ant in the distance. Let's run on over, close these curtains. We don't want that sneaking up on us. And let's wield that spear of ours yet again. Just wearing the combat shotgun for the time being. What do we have in here? Protein rations. We also have an emergency jacket, which we're going to put on because we don't have anything that we're wearing on us at the moment like that. We've got our binoculars still, right? They're just in our pack. And that emergency jacket fits us totally fine. Good. Okay, so we have a computer console here that we should be able to interact with. I like it. Protein rations, lots of water as well. That's good. Let's just knock back some of that water. Feeling turgid right now, and I think we can probably afford to eat that sandwich that we had earlier. Excellent. Now, let's see what we have here. The computer awaits input. Check the emergency message here. Yup, okay, shelter, wait for further instructions. Not sure if that's going to help us, but contact us. Refugee Center found. If you have any feedback concerning your visit, please contact the Department of Emergency Management, Public Affairs Office. And we know now where that office is. So let us log off and have a look and see where that is. So it is to our southeast, but how far? Okay, over to the east a little bit further still, and there we go. So it has tried to plot a course for us, traveling east out past Moose River, but we should be able to make it to there without too much trouble. I think we can make it there in today's episode, and if we do, then we might be hitting a record here, because Tamika, that will be her challenge done. So back up to the roof we go, and into the helicopter. Hell yeah. And while this might end up being a bit of a shorter run, it still allowed us to explore some of the different mechanics that are in Cataclysm, which is kind of what this series is all about. Us learning and experiencing the new stuff in here. Helicopters being one of those things. Now I'm going to try and get a bearing that works for us to go pretty much straight there, and that's pretty close to where we want to be going. I think maybe, yeah, let's just kind of we'll stay at this angle for now, and we're going to start to bump up our speed, and we should probably go a little bit higher. I feel like that's going to be safer. It is also just going to give us more sight as well in general of the whole area around us, so we're going to go all the way up. We're at 20% fuel right now. I would hope we're going to be able to make it there on 20% fuel. If we bump our speed all the way back up to 360, I feel like we will be able to. There we go, 360. We are plowing along, and I tell you what, if I discover anything interesting along the way, I will be cutting back, but we're just going to be continuing on with this nice little flight that we've got going. I mean, the interesting thing here is that more than any character we've had so far, Tamika has had the best view of the whole surrounding countryside. Helicopters as scouting tools and methods to get from one place to another really, really fast, I mean, second to none. Oh boy, got a damn missile silo over here as well, by this great big unknown town. We hear whump, whump, whump. That sounds like maybe very, very heavy gunfire somewhere down beneath us. We've got some wild stuff going on here. It's a great big dump site, I see. And we are very, very close now. We've got this great big trailer park here, a beehive in between. So close now. Oh, okay, we can actually see it now. Oh boy, we need to slow down. We really need to slow down. We did not burn that much fuel. We really did not. We're gonna start to bring our machine back around here. We're gonna have to slow right down to be able to do that. Not bad, not bad. The deceleration is fantastic, and we can start to see a little bit of the grounds around here. We are going to be burning fuel, much faster flying this way, but it is a far safer way for us to fly. We're going to head down just another level here. We are closer to the ground. Not sure what sea level we're on currently. We also want to make sure that we don't just like accidentally fly into any of the structures that we might be approaching. Yeah, but this road is leading, and that somewhere is salvation. At least a chance, a shot at salvation. I don't think that there is a helipad here, although in saying that, it does look like we can maybe land on the roof. I don't know if you would have access. I feel like it's going to be safer for Tamika to do that. Yeah, we can already see some people inside. Okay, oh, I guess through these skylights there, huh? Okay, so very, very easy. Let's look at stopping, and here we go. The last homely house. Reach a refugee center. We're not fully down yet. Okay, and we have landed successfully on the roof here. Okay, stop driving. Oh boy. And we can hear people moving around down beneath us. So, will you let us in this way? No, you won't. Looks like we might have to climb down the downspout. Okay, well let's just have a walk around the rest of this place first. Just get a little bit of a feel for the refugee center. Yeah, well, how about that? Fantastic. Flying machines. Yeah, they can hear someone moving around up the top here. Okay, so we're going to drop a few things off the combat shotgun and the spike just off the side to make it a little bit safer for us to climb down here, but we should be able to climb down. It seems somewhat risky to climb down like this. Falling would hurt. Okay, is there anything else that we can drop? Then we have to ask ourselves. So the messenger bag that we've got on, we can look at dropping that over the edge, and then we're still kind of getting the same message here. The only other way that we get our weight down further is by taking off our pants, which are currently carrying all of our stuff. Is that a reasonable thing to do? Maybe. I mean, it's still, there's a risk. We are going to have to take the risk. And we were fine. We probably would have been fine without taking our pants off. But you know, why not? Why not? Let's wear the messenger bag again. We're going to wear the combat shotgun, and we're going to wield our spike on a stick. Okay, let's open the door, and here we go. People. Real people. Living people. Tamika, congratulations. You have made it to safety, security, and a chance at a better future. That helicopter no doubt will be put to good use by the people in the center. Maybe with her here, they will have a chance to survive. And Legionnaires, we are nearly at the end of this season of our short survivals. We have but one more survivor before we move into a different kind of a challenge. Yes, Dusk will be returning with her third season in Cataclysm, entering a far, far more dangerous world. But after this season of our short survival series, we will be taking one of these characters and putting them to the test. So I do hope you have a favorite in mind, and after our next character, whether we have a living character or not, we will be placing a vote. And so, as always, be sure to stay tuned. And hey, if you enjoyed this episode and Tamika's short run here, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Raikon. You have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.